5 terrifying true pizza delivery horror stories. Story number 1, The Phantom Pizza. Our first story comes from a Reddit user who used to deliver pies back in college. One night, he got an order for a large pepperoni to be delivered to a house on a quiet, rural road. As he approached the address, he noticed the place looked abandoned, no lights, no car in the driveway, and a yard that hadn't seen a lawnmower in months. Suddenly, the front door creaked open, revealing a pale figure in a black cloak. The ghostly customer handed over exact change without saying a word, then slammed the door shut. When the driver turned to leave, he heard an eerie voice whisper, "Don't look back." Needless to say, he floored it out of there faster than you can say. Extra cheese. Story number 2, Nightmare on Elm Street. Next up, we've got a tale that'll make you think twice about those late-night cravings. A young woman ordered a pizza around midnight, hoping for a quick bite before bed. When the delivery guy arrived, he looked a bit odd, greasy hair, twitchy demeanor, and an unsettling grin plastered across his face. As she reached for the pizza box, he suddenly lunged forward and grabbed her arm, yanking her towards him. She screamed and managed to break free, slamming the door in his face. The police later found the man a few blocks away, wearing a Freddy Krueger mask and wielding a rusty kitchen knife. Sweet dreams, indeed. Story number 3, The Creepy Caller. This story comes from a pizza delivery driver who had seen his fair share of weird customers over the years. But one particular delivery still haunts him to this day. After dropping off a pizza at a rundown apartment complex, he got back in his car and noticed a missed call from an unknown number. When he listened to the voicemail, his blood ran cold. Heavy breathing filled the speaker, followed by a raspy voice that whispered, "I'm watching you." He looked up and saw a curtain twitch in one of the apartment windows. Without hesitation, he peeled out of the parking lot, vowing never to return to that cursed address again. Story number 4, The Phantom Tipper. Our fourth story takes place on a dark and stormy night, because of course it does. A rookie pizza delivery driver was making his rounds when he got an order for a large Supreme to be delivered to a creepy old Victorian house on the outskirts of town. As he approached the front door, he noticed it was slightly ajar. He knocked tentatively, but no one answered. Suddenly, a gust of wind blew the door wide open, revealing a dimly lit foyer with cobwebs in every corner. The driver hesitated, then slowly stepped inside. As he placed the pizza on a dusty table, he felt an icy hand on his shoulder. He spun around, but no one was there. Then he noticed a $50 bill floating down from the ceiling, landing gently on top of the pizza box. Needless to say, he got the hell out of Dodge and never looked back. Story number 5, The Pepperoni Poltergeist. Last but certainly not least, we've got a story that'll make you rethink your topping choices. A group of friends had a movie night tradition that always included a large pepperoni pizza. But one fateful evening, the delivery never arrived. They called the pizza place to complain, only to discover that the driver had gone missing after leaving their house. The next morning, the friends found a single slice of pepperoni pizza on each of their doorsteps, with a note that read, "See you soon." From that day forward, strange things started happening in their homes, doors slamming on their own, shadowy figures in the hallways, and the constant smell of pizza grease lingering in the air. Some say the delivery driver's ghost still roams the streets, seeking revenge on unsuspecting pizza lovers. Thanks for joining us for another spine-tingling episode of Scaratastic. If you couldn't get enough of these pizza poltergeists, be sure to hit that subscribe button for more nightmare fuel.